ourselves and we're ready to get back into the rugby. Sevens, Sydney style, head-to-head between the United States and Kenya. Kenya leading by 19-11. One tie in that one. USA have won 3 of the last 5, but they've lost the last 2 of those 5. So Kenya on a little bit of a roll. The captain, Amonde Odhiambo Ayodi, has scored plenty of tries this weekend for them, and Jura has scored plenty over the years. And for the United States, they will be disappointed that they are not through to the top 4. But Carlin Isles wasn't given any space earlier in the Cup quarter-final, and he struggled a little bit. But he is always a man to watch. Madison Hughes is the captain of the USA, running out on the right of screen. Jersey number 8. USA just haven't produced what we expected from them in Wellington last week or Sydney this week.
No, they've been lacking in attack. Their defence has been fine and swarming, and you'll see their attitude from the word go, and that'll tell you whether they're switched on or not. Haven't scored enough points. The Kenyans probably in the same sort of boat. Came to red hot Fiji earlier this morning.
United States, they beat Wales and Japan on day 1, lost to England 17. Kenya losing the Cup quarter-final to Fiji 28 points to 12. On day 1 they lost to South Africa 26-19, but beat Scotland 17-14 and Russia 24-10. Looking for a spot in the plate final. The winner will play either England or Argentina later on today, and it is advantage being played here for the USA. And now Barrett drawing the man and getting it out to Test, but that's gone forward. Call from the assistant on the touchline.
Oh, such sublime skills from Zach Test to take that pass. They got themselves underway quite nicely. I know Carlin Isles had a quick go.
Came up the tunnel, same ball.
A reset. We don't see too many scrum resets in Sevens rugby.
I guess if it came out the Kenyan way, they would have played on probably, let the advantage go, but there's no tight head.
Set.
Odhiambo almost ran into his own man. Got away from a couple of 4 tackles. Isles is coming at him and drags him down. Where's the support? He'll go to ground, Billy Odhiambo, and the penalty now goes against Kenya. They made a mess of the breakdown. So away go the USA from their own 22. Nothing there for Holder, so he offloads out to Pinkelman, who almost ran into touch, which is a definite no-no in Sevens.
Turnover is good.
Turnover was good by Kenya, but then they coughed it up. And so now, Isles! Shut the gate. Carlin Isles, like a thief in the night, swooped. And he's got another one. And third for the weekend, Greg.
He's just saved one at the other end. The US got the penalty after he made the tackle from the runaway. Found himself in the middle of the field. You normally see Carlin Isles when he's scoring his multitude of tries on the left-hand edge. This time, he's getting himself more involved in the physical aspects of the game. Darts through because the acceleration off the mark is so good. He can take off when he gets into those gaps. Had a look at himself on the big screen and then waits for a defender. They're a long time coming.
Miles and miles of Carlin Isles smiles. Loves running to the try line, looking up at the big screen, and they are big screens here in Sydney. 75 tries now. Zach Test still well out in front as far as the USA goes on the try scoring list.
Out of those 75 tries, 95% of them would have been he challenges defence.
For the USA, Pinkelman out to Niora. Isles a distributor this time to Zach Test. Zach hasn't had too many try-scoring opportunities here in Sydney. Denny Barrett, one over the top, and Holder can't control it. Knocked on. So we'll have a scrum 10-metre mark. Kenyan territory.
It's a tough one. A 15-metre pass above your head when you're trying to run at full pace and then set sail for the try line. Holder came into the starting lineup in their first game this morning. Yeah, you need that in front of you. That is a tough one to take. You've got a defender bearing down on you, Oscar Uma, who's going to crunch you. You've opened up your ribs, so you mentally don't really want to catch it.
Fine.
Look at that for dominance.
Set.
All the USA.
So Kenya with a bit of footwork through Billy Odhiambo.
Ball is up.
Penalty.
Holding on between your legs.
Taken quickly by the USA, trying to catch him napping. Pinkelman out to Carlin Isles. Sip will run in again. They're getting
Realises the value of the conversion. Zach Test, so much experience. Comes back on the inside of Pinkelman. Would have been so much easier for him to go left, but now he's got a lot more to his game, Carlin Isles, than just running on the outside.
almost fly. Conversion successful. 14 points to nil from the San Francisco 49ers. Jared Hayne enjoying some sevens. Super Bowl Monday tomorrow. And he's played plenty of rugby league on this ground. Would have been a fairly handy rugby union player as well with his Fijian heritage. And speaking of fairly handy rugby union players, the USA are turning on a sevens show here. Zach Test on the inside to Ben Pinkelman. So he has got his second for the weekend. Made his debut last week in Wellington. 19 points to nil, and this is certainly one-way traffic at the moment, something you don't expect from Kenya in the business end of the tournament.
That left-hand edge for USA is dominant. It's Carlin Isles with Zach Test, and this time Pinkelman, instead of delivering the ball, gets the last one, runs around near the post. Carlin Isles, though, in the tackle, turning, preserving possession, and Zach Test so experienced at this level. Dominant intensity here from the USA.
USA over Kenya.
They're not missing tackles, the Kenyans. Only missed one tackle. They're just not even touching the player.
Neil with the kickoff. Good contest in the air, but it's gone forward off one of the American players. So there's time for a scrum as the halftime hooter siren sounds.
We're playing for a place in the plate final, and if Kenya wants any sniff at that, they have to score now after the half-time.
Fine.
Collins and Jura feeding the scrum. Short side they go. What can they do with a bit of possession? Oyodi has scored 7 tries in Jersey 1, and oh, that's putting the body on the line there.
Second effort by Zach Test, outstanding.
Dive on the ball, secure the ball. So often players will try and just put it on the toe or scoop it up at full pace. Now it's still there for Kenya. William Baka. Carlin Isles raced up on his man there, knocked over Odhiambo, and he got up and
release it. It's there, it's there.
Had another crack. Yep. He wasn't entitled to do that, and so Madison Hughes. Niua. Denny Barrett. Hughes. Isles. Footwork. Oh. And then he beat himself.
The improvement of Carlin Isles has been exceptional.
Zach Test. He's happy to let the referee blow half-time here because they have plenty of breathing space as they head into the second half. United States 21, Kenya 0.
I bring the fire, and of course my horses always win.
0 fucking 0.
Keep a foot down, boys. Foot down, yeah. Give us on 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Zach Test getting a little colourful when he was talking about their defence. Sorry about that. Live TV. Mike Friday was very enthusiastic with his support. It's hard to say as a coach, just do the same thing again. You need a little bit more to your message. Mexicans are here, the Hawaiians are here. Neither of them have got a team. The Kenyans are certainly here. They've had a fabulous weekend.
Well, the Kenyan players need to get their fans into this contest because it's not looking too good at the moment. The United States 21, Kenya 0. Winner to play England or Argentina in the plate final. Collins Injera will take the tap, and his brother is there, Humphrey Kayanga, and he's got the water. .149 tries. He'd be desperate to get that milestone. He's on 749 points. Such a key player for Kenya, and they can't use him at the moment because of the injury.
Shrugging through the tackle. Yes, he's got the fans going to the Kenyans. The first thing that's gone their way. Had a wonderful weekend. The pick of the Kenyans this weekend, Oscar Ayoade. Look at this, just struggles through, beat him for pace, and then took off that long stride. They're back in the game. They had to score early. They've done the job. Fendon gone. Off.
Number 1. It's number 1.
21-5.
Okay, jump back on.
There's the kickoff from Biko Adema. Chance here for Kenya to have a run. Tackle was good from Niua. They go down the short side. And getting away. Billy Odhiambo. Wow. Couple of quick tries and all of a sudden I think we're not out of this.
How quickly it can turn. Odhiambo has put them back in the frame here. Still need 2 tries, 2 scoring motions after this because of the misconversion, but Odhiambo against through the tackle. The US have fallen asleep at halftime, lost all their intensity and lost control of the game.
Just a simple miss there from Will Holder on Odhiambo, and the man from Strathmore in Nairobi gets his first for the weekend. Look at the fans. They're on their feet.
They found something to wake them up at the same time as the USA have gone to sleep. Danny Barrett back on, their enforcer.
Time on.
So Will Holder coming off after missing the tackle.
Kicking over to that sunny side of the ground. Well, the sun right across the ground, but also over there the players are looking up into the glare. Makes it more difficult. And now Adema keeps it alive. OU down the short side they go. Poor defence again, and Andrew Amonde, the captain, he's got his first for the weekend. What about the comeback?
Well, it started with a brilliant tactic. Kick high into the sun, you get the ball back, and then they've just controlled possession. Madison Hughes grossly outweighed and beaten by a massive fend from Amonde. The crowd, That's 3 tries in less than 4 minutes.
It's a pretty good strike. Will it hold its line? No. Wind got hold of it in the end, but 21 points to 17 in the plate semi-final. United States haven't been able to score a point in the second half after they led 21-0 at the break. Missed tackles 9 by the USA now.
Well, they'll be twitchy, the USA, on reception here. Kickoffs have been a weakness as they look up into the sun.
Well, here's some good news for Kenya, because he's not just the water boy. Humphrey Kayanga has got rid of the bib, the water boy bib, and he's out there ready to rumble.
It's a miracle.
And they put the USA catch it down pretty quietly. Now running hard is Matai Luita, and he's into touch. Basic error really in sevens. That won't impress Mike Friday as Kenya come away. Tackle had to be made. It was a good one from Test on Odhiambo. The breakdown work is pretty good from Test as well. He forces a penalty. Well done to the 26-year-old Zach Test.
They needed that momentum stopper.
Now it's Barrett to Baker, and Madison Hughes giving it to Leota. Collins Endura. Oh, and then it's a mismatch. Humphrey Kayanga on little Madison Hughes, and the penalty goes against the USA. And it's a funny thing, momentum, isn't it? Especially in sevens rugby. One team seems to have all of it now.
Humphrey Kayanga, wonderful. Aggressive dancing of Hughes.
Well, he picked the right man to contest the breakdown. Now, Odhiambo.
Missed tackles all over the place by the USA.
So the crowd starts to roar. This is Nelson Uyu. Lining up on the left. But the Americans just drifting across. So switch of play now. Back to Odhiambo. And running onto it. Bushamwale! And Wiley! You little beauty! Second try of the weekend, and all of a sudden, Kenya are in front. 22-21, kick to come.
The comeback of the weekend you're witnessing here. Bushamwale was the one who finished it. When you watch the replay, watch Zach Test, who was defending on. They are ahead in the most remarkable comeback. And the whoa, hold on, love.
Puts it between the sticks, and so it is 24-21. Kenya in front. They've got time for a restart.
Hoodoo has gone.
Biko Adema will look to give it plenty of the hands of Perry Baker. Oh, and a mistake there as he was looking into the sunshine, and a straight boot. Comeback. Kenya down 21-0 at the break have fought back to beat the USA 24-21. And they're through to the plate final, and they will play either England or Argentina. Sporting gestures from the USA, but I tell you what, their coach Mike Friday will not be happy with that seemingly one-way traffic. They went to sleep, and Kenya hit back 24-21.
Andrew, what a second half from the team. First half couldn't seem to get any of the ball. Second half